Hi, so today's 10 minutes is on dogs and sustainability and their impact on the environment, which is a tough one because we all love our dogs and they are part of our family. So the big issues, it seems to me, and I'm so hoping there are some environmental experts out there who will comment on this, but it seems to me the big issues broadly fall into three camps. One is the landfill issue associated with poo bags, which is reasonably straightforward. The other one I would put in the broad category of shopping essentials, the things you buy for your dog, and then diet. So let's take them in the easy order, which was that. Poo bags. So these days you get biodegradable poo bags, compostable poo bags, and there really is no excuse anymore to use nappy sacks, which are the type of plastic that lasts forever. So if you look online, in fact, I would tend to go for these days the cornstarch versions. They are thick, you don't end up with your hands going through, and they very readily degrade. So poo bags, no brainer, easy to sort. Shopping essentials then is the next sort of broad category, by which I mean the things you buy your dogs which last. Collars, leads, toys, harnesses, crates, etc. And probably, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but probably one of the biggest wastes in terms of the impact on the planet that I see anyway is dog crates. When you get a new puppy, you want to buy new, and then unless you do your crate training properly, the crate will rapidly get packed up, put in the loft, and perhaps then just taken up to the recycling sites. I have a lovely crate in my living room that I found in the metal recycling. I did actually ask, and someone helped me put it in my car. It seemed completely unused. So with crates, I would ask around. There are always crates going at a fraction of the first-hand cost. So look for second-hand. And then the other thing is clearly donate your crates when you have finished. You can donate them to charity shops, and you can donate them to me. I won't resell them. I will just put them out there for people to come and collect if they need them. And it seems to me that a big metal crate bought purely for your puppy and then taken to the recycling site after a few weeks of use is fairly criminal. So I think that's a fairly easy one. So if you think poo bags and crates as your big issues, and then actually, as I understand it, the biggest issue by a million miles is neither of those two things. It's your dog's diet. And that is because dogs are meat eaters. And therefore, keeping an animal as a pet adds to the carbon footprint of your household because they are probably consuming way more meat than you do as a family. Coupled with that, in terms of feeding, I do think it's worth thinking about the packaging that your food comes in, specifically fresh or raw food, which it seems still largely comes in plastic containers and even worse in polystyrene to help keep it cold, especially for raw produce. There are providers out there who provide raw in cardboard packaging. So, you know, if you are feeding raw, that might be a really good switch to make. And as far as the meat side goes, this is a really tough one. There are two schools of thought on the evolution of dogs and what is natural behavior. And one is that they evolved to be omnivorous scavengers. So they moved away from being wolves to living on the outskirts of human villages, scavenging and learning how to build relationships with humans. The other school of thought is they're basically a wolf and they should be fed raw meat at all times. And I don't know the truth of the matter, but here's the thing: beef has the highest carbon footprint of any meat. So if nothing else, skip the beef. And I believe lamb is also not that great. So you could skip the beef and lamb. And why not give your dog a vegetarian option once a week and just see how you get on with it. There are vegetarian options that are complete. And if you want to find out more, I believe there's still a lady called the Vegan Vet online, and I can give you her details. And she could advise you if you're going to feed a higher proportion of vegan food to your dog. You can add veg to their meals. Again, do your research. Not all veg is good for them, but a little chopped carrot or chopped pepper in your treat bag, along with those bits of hot dog or dried food or sprats, will all gradually help shift the dog's diet away from being one that has such a high carbon footprint. Having said all of that, I think there is also a really good argument for the sort of do-it-yourself feeding, where you're not getting anything in tins or packaging, but I think you would need the support of someone like the Vegan Vet, or do a canine nutrition diploma yourself to make sure that your dog is getting a mixed and balanced diet. For my dogs, for what it's worth, if you've met them all at the moment, I have Brandon, Lawrence and Annie. They are half raw fed and half vegan kibble fed. And, you know, so far, touch wood, they all seem completely healthy on that diet. So from my perspective, I feel that is reducing our carbon footprint. And I also don't feed my guys beef or lamb. So I would be really interested in your thoughts. I know there are some of us in the group who are doing DIY feeding, some who are vegan feeding. Be really interested in your thoughts. And if anyone has any equipment they would like to donate, let me know. Equally, if you have equipment that you're looking for, again, feel free to let me know. I have 2 spare crates at the paddock, and I have 2 crates in my garage at home, all packaged away in case anyone would like one. Thanks. Please do leave comments and I'll get back to anyone who comments. Bye.